Hey LeBron, that final play or that final section of the game, Caruso sprints down the court, and just wondering, it seems like an effort play, but there has to be a certain amount of just mental acuity there and just kind of recognition. Can you take us through what you saw in that from that perspective and kind of how big that was?
Anytime you have a turnover, you just want to have a quick twitch, try to get back and try to recover the play, and that's exactly what we did. Starting with AC getting back, and then all of us just kind of formed a wall. Dennis did a great job of standing in front of Kimba, even though Kimba got to his patented shot to step back. But Dennis still got a great look. Got a great contest on his shot, and Tice missed the layup, so we came away with a win.
Greg spoke about shortening the rotation to 9 for tonight, and that's been something he's been juggling with. You have 11 guys at least who you'd like to get more minutes for. Just your experience over the years and what it's like having the rotation like that and how that impacts guys night in, night out.
As professionals, we all just have to stay ready when our number is called. We're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to try to win a championship, and that's what it is.
Okay. Hey, AD talked a little bit about sort of just not wanting to lose 3 in a row and having a little extra energy from that. In what ways do you feel like maybe that extra energy or extra desire to break the losing streak came out tonight in your guys' performance as a team?
Well, we don't want to lose 1 in a row, and then we take pride in losing 2 in a row, and we did that, and in Philly and Detroit. So we knew we was coming into a hostile environment and a hostile building, understanding how good this team is, and we had to play some really good basketball in order to win, and we was able to win 1 possession more than they were tonight and come away with the win.
Yeah.
Hey, LeBron. You guys obviously every time you step on the court, you guys have a lot of talent that you put on the floor. But over the past year and 20 games, I guess this season, playing harder than the other team, wanting it, I guess, more has been a thing that's really shown through. How have you guys been able to keep that sort of like we're going to play harder than you more nights than not sort of mentality?
Because talent can only take you so far. At the end of the day, there's a lot of talented teams in this league, but it's how far you can go as far as how hard you play, how much you challenge yourself on the defensive end to try to get stops, to want to get stops, and just have that mentality. So that's just who we've been over the last year or so.
No.
Hey, LeBron, that group you guys started the second and fourth with THT, Caruso, Trez, and Kuz and yourself isn't one we've seen a lot before. You had a lot of success with it tonight. What do you like about that group, and why was it effective against what they were doing?
It's a high energy group. We all play with a pace, with a level of energy, and we just fight off one another. And it's a team that can. We have multiple ball handlers, multiple guys that can slash and shooting. So it works well for us, and Trez just demands the paint. So it works extremely well for us.
Oh, Hightower. I think you're on mute.
Yeah. Hey, LeBron, forgive the offbeat question a bit, but you're in Boston right now, and next week's the Super Bowl. You gave a shout out to Tom Brady last week, and congratulate him for catching the Super Bowl. What's it do for you to see a guy like him playing at the level he is at his age and doing anything at that high level? I think that's the pinnacle of the sport.
What does it do? It doesn't do anything for me as far as what I do in my profession, but what it does, it lets me know and lets both of us know that we can still play this game at a high level, no matter how many miles, how many games, no matter how many doubters, no matter the statistics of, in our respective professions at our age, we can still dominate our sport. And also we can bring together groups that we may have not been around for a long period of time. It's just our professionalism, how we attack the sport, how we attack every single day of being a professional, of wanting to win every single day in the practice, on the film, on the practice field, and in the games, so on and so on. So, we gravitate towards people and people gravitate towards us because we have one common goal, and that's to win and win at the highest level.
Last 2 questions, Joe Martin.
Hey man, what did you think seeing Tristan in a different uniform tonight?
And then when you play ball scene, that's all you see. You see green. You don't really see the person, when you play Boston. So it was no difference, but it's always good to see my brother. Love him to death. I'm extremely proud of him and the leader he's become. He's now a vet for this team, and they're going to use his knowledge, throughout the course of this season, both on and off the floor. So I'm happy for him.
Last question, Melissa Rowland.
Hey LeBron, I have kind of an offbeat question for you as well tonight. There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about how your game has grown from when you were 18 to 36. How would you say your leadership has grown and evolved from when you were 18 until now?
I think you continue to learn. At 18, I was the leader of my high school basketball team for 4 years, or let's say 3 years, along with a couple guys. But you come into the professional league, you sit there and watch, and you become a sponge, and you see, you lead by example. You go out and you practice hard, and you try to stick your head into the film and just try to get better every single day, and just try to keep quiet because there's vets and things of that nature, and you got your coaching staff who does a lot of the talking. So I was just more of a sponge, at 18, just watching and seeing. But I've always had that leadership trait, whenever it will become available to me, and someone will come up to me and say, we need you to lead. So as the years went on, it just continues to build, it continues to grow. And I know who I am as a person, as a basketball player, and I have a lot of knowledge to give to my teammates and to franchises that I've been a part of in my career. So, leadership is not a one-day thing. It's not a one-trick pony. It's an everyday thing, both on and off the floor, and I'll take full responsibility of that.